My video cut me off, so I didn't have room, so I had to erase things. Not exactly sure where it cut me off, but I don't think it was. I think I'm close. So I will just start again. Sociology helps us develop a critical understanding of social issues and social dynamics. It allows us to examine the complexities of social life, challenge assumptions, and explore the interplay between individual agency and social structures. Sociology provides valuable perspectives and theories that help us comprehend the complexities of society, other things like promote social justice and contribute to informed decision making and social change. So, when we use a sociological lens to analyze literature, we examine how social structures, power dynamics, and social inequalities shape the characters and their experiences, right? Instead of just focusing on individual traits or actions, we look at the larger social context in which the story unfolds. So by applying a sociological lens, we consider factors like class, gender, race, how they influence the characters' lives. There's other things too. We explore how social norms and expectations affect character behavior and choice. For example, we might analyze how a character's economic background impacts their opportunities and interactions with others, right? Or their educational background, right? Or their Additionally, using a sociological lens helps us understand the broader social issues depicted within the text. We examine themes like discrimination, inequality, and resistance to oppressive systems. By doing so, we can gain insight into the societal challenges faced by characters and how they navigate these obstacles, right? So overall, a sociological lens allows us to go beyond the individual perspective and focus on the social forces at play in the literature, right? It helps us uncover deeper meanings, right? So it helps us get below the iceberg, societal patterns, and the way in which literature reflects and critiques the world we live in. By analyzing literature through this lens, we gain a deeper, right, understanding of how social structures shape our own lives and the narratives that we encounter. A literary sociological lens allows us to analyze how authors depict social issues, right? Represent marginalized groups, explore power dynamics, and examine social norms and values within their works. It helps us understand how literature contributes to our understanding of society, reinforces or challenges social hierarchies and norms, and shapes our perceptions and beliefs. By employing a literary sociological lens, we can explore how literature engages with social issues, offers social commentary, and provides a platform for understanding and critiquing societal structures and dynamics. It allows us to examine the ways in which literature reflects, critiques, and influences the social world, offering new perspectives and deepening our understanding of ourselves and the societies that we inhabit. Some of that might have been a little bit redundant as I'm reading it. I always think that art and literature and poetry and kind of all those things, a lot of times when they're at their best, they can often hold a mirror up to ourselves and to society, right? And so, what do I mean by kind of holding the mirror up? You ever kind of seen a piece of art and had a strong emotion, or read something and had strong emotions about it? So reading effective literature can get you in touch with yourself and how you feel about certain things, right? So it can actually kind of change us, right? It can challenge us and we can kind of come away with different thoughts. It can also reveal things that you weren't even consciously aware of, right? Like, I don't know, you keep going with the mirror thing. You ever look in the mirror and like you see like you have something in your teeth, or your hair's like all crazy hair? What have you seen in the mirror that you're not aware of, right? So as writers, right, because in this class we are in large part writing. So as writers in this class and beyond, our work is what can hold the mirror up for other people to look into. So for example, through writing, you can make people look at a societal struggle by describing it, something they otherwise might not even be aware of, right? if our intent is to hold a mirror up to the masses, right? If we're trying to reach a large audience, and this is mainly just writing advice, then writing esoterically, which means like writing so that only a few people can understand it, is probably a mistake. So a lot of times, um, your style, right, and how you choose to write, kind of in some ways determines how large your audience can be, right? And sometimes you want a large audience, sometimes you want a small audience. Um, so, and we can bring our perspectives forth, right? We're all unique, right? We don't all see things the same when we look in the mirror. Writing is your turn to speak and assert yourself in your uniqueness into the world, right? So, um, we're all inherently unique, right? We have our own unique brain chemistry, our experiences. I have the only hat like this, our own cultural makeups, beliefs, struggles, victories, challenges, biases, right? So, um, in terms of literature, right? Can literature help shape society? Well, so it's June, right? So happy Pride Month, everybody. So we can kind of look at it from that perspective. Can literature help shape society, right? So James Baldwin, right? An amazing author, powerful author, right? He wrote Giovanni's Room, published it in 1956. It explores themes of homosexuality and identity. It provided early representation of same-sex relationships and challenged prevailing societal attitudes towards homosexuality, helping to foster empathy and understanding. Um, you can look at another book by another amazing author, Oscar Wilde, right? He wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray. And although it doesn't explicitly focus on gay rights, this novel, published in 1890, right, contains homoerotic undertones and challenges Victorian moral norms, right? So Oscar Wilde's work pushed boundaries and opened up discussions about sexual orientation and societal expectations, ultimately contributing to a broader understanding of the LGBTQIA plus experiences, right? So, the book that I wrote down, The Color Purple by Alice Walker, right? Novel centers around a black woman who develops a deep emotional connection with another woman. It tackles themes of gender, sexuality, race, and resilience, showcasing the power of love and self-acceptance, right? So if we think about, can literature help shape society? All of those three books help shape society and change attitudes, and they hold a mirror up, right? They say like, hey, take a look. So, well, only three examples. Hopefully this highlights the way in which literature contributes to sociological understanding by exploring LGBTQIA plus experiences, exploring social inequities, challenging normative assumptions, and advocating for social change and equality. They engage readers in sociological discussions about identity, power, social structures, and the ongoing struggle of the LGBTQIA plus community, their rights and acceptance. So, in closing, in part, and with this, I just want to say that literature not only helps shape society, right? Literature actually helps shape society, and at the same time, it also helps us understand society. So it kind of has a dual purpose in that way. Yeah, and remember, at the highest level, your writing helps people understand society as well, right? Even if it's just me, right? Even if I'm the one reading it, what you write can help shape my view of society. I guess that's it. I guess I was pretty close to being done. So, in closing, happy Pride Month. It's also Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Cool. Bye. Boop.